Genshin Impact, once hailed as the golden child of gacha games. A massive open-world, anime-inspired visuals, a global fanbase, billions in revenue. But now, things feel different. The hype is quieter, the player base is shrinking, and no one can really explain what this game is anymore. So today, let's talk about why Genshin Impact is dying, or at least losing its grip. And the core reason might just be an identity crisis. Alright, let's get started. Is it an MMO? Not really. You can only play with up to 3 friends, and even then, you're locked out of key features. Is it a PvP game? Nope. There's no competitive scene. No ranked play. No duels. Nothing. Is it an RPG? Kind of, but you can't make real choices. Your traveler talks, but you don't get to decide what they say in any meaningful way. An adventure game? Possibly. You do explore, but once the map is cleared, there's very little reason to revisit old areas. A story game? Well, yes and no. The lore is deep if you read into it. But the pacing is glacial, cutscenes are far apart, and major plot points get dropped in time-limited events that vanish forever. A gacha game? Absolutely. But it's wrapped in a cozy, almost deceptive package. You spend most of your time grinding just for a chance at pulling your favorite character. So what is it? Genshin wants to be everything. And in doing so, it's kind of nothing. When a game spreads itself too thin, it starts losing direction. Here's what that looks like in Genshin. Hardcore RPG fans leave because there's no real customization or meaningful progression. MMO lovers drop it when they realize there's no persistent multiplayer world. Competitive gamers have nothing to chase. Casuals feel overwhelmed by the grind, RNG, and limited-time FOMO. Story lovers get frustrated when the plot moves slower than a Geo slime. Genshin is trying to appeal to everyone, but instead of deepening its core systems, it keeps layering new gimmicks and power creep. It's chasing trends instead of building an identity. Remember the magic of discovering Mondstadt for the first time? Climbing your first mountain in Liyue? Solving puzzles in the wild? Now compare that to the modern gameplay loop. Daily commissions, resin timers, event dungeons, endless dialogue with no choices, and combat that feels less about skill and more about artifacts and crit ratios. The sense of freedom is gone. The charm is fading. Genshin Impact isn't dead, but it is lost. Until it chooses what it really wants to be, whether that's a rich RPG, a social experience, or something entirely new, it will keep drifting, slowly bleeding players who came for something meaningful. It doesn't need to be everything. It just needs to be something.